Let's see. Still wearing the hat. I'm going to show you how to do some reverb, but let's listen to this song first. Sorry. Let's listen to the song first.
Chicago, Chicago, that title in town. Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you around.
Sorry.
I'd love it. Bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago, Chicago, town that Billy Sunday couldn't shut down. On State Street, that great street, I just want to say they do things that they never would do on Broadway. Say they have the time of their life. I saw a man and he danced with his wife in Chicago, my hometown. Yeah. I just want to say they do things that they never would do on Broadway. Say they had the time of their life. I saw a man and he danced with his wife in Chicago, my hometown. They have the time of their lives. I saw a man and he danced with his wife in Chicago.
Oakley dokley. So if you'll see here what I've got going on, I've got a lot of stuff in here. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Check this out. What I've done here, let me get rid of these guys here so you can see here. So what I want to do is I've got 5 drum mics, and I want to have reverb on them, right? Now what I could do, of course, is throw a reverb here and then throw another reverb there and put another reverb here, right? But that's wasteful, right? The reason it's wasteful is because you're putting the same reverb on all the individual parts, and the computer's got to process each one of those reverbs, right? A much more efficient. Think about this. Think about an orchestra. What if you had like a 65-piece orchestra? Sorry about that. 65-piece orchestra. And you needed to have a reverb on each one of those things, right? So if you went and put that reverb on each individual track, you'd have like 65 reverbs. Your computer would start getting bogged down. It doesn't matter how powerful it would start getting bogged down. And so the way to do this is not to put reverbs on each individual thing. The way to do it is actually use an aux send, just like you would do on an analog console, right? So what I would come over here, let's do it on this thing down here. So on this knee mic, I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to say new track. Right? I'm going to send it to a new track, right? And then I would say, again, probably a stereo reverb, and I'd call it whatever, right? And again, I would name it, and what it's going to end up doing is naming everything. Now, I have to do that to all of these. Imagine doing this to a symphony orchestra or something like that, right? Too many tracks to do that. So there's a shortcut. And in Pro Tools, the shortcut is Option and Shift, right? On Windows, it would be Alt and Shift, right? And I'm going to come over here to this guy here. First of all, I'm going to select the tracks that I want to. So I'm clicking on the nameplate, and I'm shift clicking, just like any computer thing. To select the multiples, it's shift. So I just click on the first one and go to the last one of the drums, shift click. They're all selected. And now that I've got them all selected, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my shortcut. I'm going to send these all to another track, a reverb track, right? So I hold the Option down and Shift at the same time, click here, and I'm going to say New Track. And if I grab it, you'll see right there, stereo, da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to call it Skins. Skins verb. Drum skins, right? There we go. And notice, there it is. All of these guys here are going there now. I mean, I shouldn't say that. The aux sends of all of those guys are going here, right? Now remember, what does an aux send do? An aux send duplicates what's in that track and sends the duplicate somewhere else, right? So all these original drum tracks that are all still in there, it's the duplicate of those drums that are ending up in the skins verb track. And over here, I'm going to go ahead and put a reverb. I'll just use this one that comes with Pro Tools. This guy right here. Let's listen to see how that sounds, right? Let me put my here. Hold on a sec. Let me solo these guys. My group. Remember groups? Drum group. Yeah. And here we go. Here we go. So here's some verb. This is where my reverb is right here. So I'm going to pull it up, add the reverb. You hear it? So that's how you work a reverb, right? You want to send them on an aux, and then get the duplicates of those to an aux track, what's called an aux track in Pro Tools. I don't like that name, but that's the name that you use, right? Send it to an aux track, and then apply your reverb on that one, right? So, right? Shall we try it again? Let me get rid of this track right here. And notice what I'm doing here on this guy's voice. He sounds kind of like Frankie, doesn't he? Sorry about this. So this guy here, I'm sending him to a reverb. Now, it's just one thing. You're thinking, well, why? I mean, if it's just one thing, why can't I just put the reverb right there? Well, sometimes you want to do different things to the reverb. For example, you might want to EQ the reverb. Look at here. I'm adding EQ. If I put that reverb on his track right there and I wanted to EQ the reverb, I would have to then end up EQing his voice too. And that's not really what I want. I like the voice the way it is. I just want to EQ the reverb. And that's why the reverb goes on another track right there. This is called Vox verb. I'm sending it on Vox verb right there, right? And it's going to that Vox verb track. There's my reverb right there, and there's my EQ on the reverb. Let's see what I'm doing. Okay, there it is. All right. That's the right way to do it. Right? And so there we go. Let's do that again. Down here, I want to send these guys to a reverb track. Right? So I'm going to go, or it could be a delay, or chorus, whatever. It doesn't, any sort of time-based effect. Remember, inserts are for dynamic or volume effects like limiters, compressors, equalizers, that sort of stuff. Aux sends are for headphones and for time-based effects like chorusing, delay, reverb, that sort of thing, right? So again, I'm going to select these guys, right? These are all the things I want to have reverb on, right? And then I'm going to Option or Alt on Windows, Option, Shift, right? Click here, send it to a new track, right? I'm going to call it Skins 2, I guess. I don't know. Here we go. Verb. Here we go. Ta-da. And there it is right there. Drag that over there. And that's where they're all going. Let me solo that one as well. Right, there you go. Put a reverb on it. That one right there. Pull that back some. And there we go. Let's listen to that. There we go. Right. Now I can EQ it. Get rid of some of that high end. There we go. Let's go where he's actually playing the snare. There we go. You get the idea, right? So that's how that works, right? I encourage you to do it this way. All right, there we go. That's how you use your aux sends. Have fun.